Wow, what a crowd this is. Thank you all very much. What a great honor. Sheriff Joe, I want to thank you. You have some sheriff. There's no games with your sheriff, that's for sure. And Jan, thank you so much. And Jeff, boy, oh boy, we have such great support. And Tuesday is so important. We have a movement going on, folks. We've got to make that movement go forward. You have the establishment. They don't know what they're doing. They have no clue. They don't know how to win. They haven't won in a long time. They pick the people that they absolutely will never win with the people they talk about. Go out on Tuesday and vote. I will never let you down. Remember. And I want to tell you, it's so much about illegal immigration, and so much has been mentioned about it and talked about it. And these politicians are all talk, no action. They're never going to do anything. They only picked it up because when I went and when I announced that I'm running for president, I said, this country has a big, big problem with illegal immigration. And all of a sudden, we started talking about it. And then you had lots of bad things happening, crime all over the place. And for the first time, people saw what was going on. You had the killing of Kate. You had the killing of Jamil. You had so many killings, so much crime, drugs pouring through the border. People are now seeing it. And you know what? We're going to build the wall and we're going to stop it. It's going to end. I only wish these cameras, because there's nothing as dishonest as the media. That I can tell you. I only wish these cameras would spin around and show the kind of people that we have, the numbers of people that we have here. I just wish they'd for once do it, because you know what? We have a silent majority that's no longer so silent. It's now the loud, noisy majority, and we're going to be heard. We're going to be heard. So today on Drudge, one of the very big stories were the border agents. They say they support Trump, that Trump is the only one running that has their backs, okay? And they can do the job, but they don't get support from the politicians. Now, why? I'm self-funding my campaign. I'm putting up my own money. These guys are all, I look at them all up and down. We started off with 17. We're down now to 3. Don't we love that? Don't we love it? Don't we love it? We lost the future of the Republican Party last Tuesday in Florida. You know that. He was the future. He was the future of the Republican Party, except I won Florida in a landslide because people are tired of what the politicians are doing to our country. Remember that. They're tired of it. They're sick and tired of it. So we're going to make change, but it's not going to be Obama change. Remember Obama? Change. This is going to be real change. And we're going to have a border. And unless you have a border, you don't have a country, folks. You don't have a country. Remember that. Now, in addition, and we'll go through a list of things very quickly because, frankly, it doesn't take a long time. We're going to end Common Core. We're going to bring education. Will be local. Everybody wants it. We don't want our children educated by bureaucrats from Washington, D.C. So we end Common Core education local. We're going to terminate Obamacare. We're going to repeal it and replace it with great health care for far less money. That's going to happen. That is going to happen. We are going to protect our Second Amendment. Our Second Amendment. Remember, it's under siege like you've never seen before, and we are going to protect it. You know, in Paris, which has the toughest gun laws of the world, no tougher gun laws than Paris, France, tough. Guess what? 130 people dead. No bullets were going in the opposite direction. It was just boom, boom, boom. Same thing happened in California. 14 people, radicalized people. She probably radicalized him. They went in and killed 14 people that they worked with, supposedly that they liked. It's not going to happen anymore, folks. It's not going to happen. We're going to be smart. We're going to be vigilant. We're going to be the smart people. We're going to know what we're doing. We're going to be proud of our country again. Our military is depleted. Our military is exhausted. We don't replenish. We take, we don't replenish. We send the best equipment in the world over to wherever we're sending it. We don't even know. I don't even think we know where we're sending it. And a bullet gets fired in the air, and the people we send the equipment to, they flee, and the enemy takes over this great equipment, and they have better equipment than we do, and they're using our equipment. Those days are done. Those days are done. We are going to rebuild our military. It's going to be bigger and better and stronger than ever. And hopefully nobody, and hopefully we're not going to have to use it, but I guarantee you this, nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to mess with us anymore. All right? Nobody. I love you too. I love you too. I love you. You know, I love this country. I have such a spot in my heart for this country. The people are so amazing. No matter where we go, we have crowds like this. I mean, this is a pretty big one. In Alabama, we had 35,000 people. Oklahoma, no matter where we go, we have these massive crowds. And by the way, are we winning or what? Look at the numbers. Man. You know, it's really amazing. To me, it's really amazing. We've won now, I think, 21 states, okay? 21. And we've won in massive, massive landslides. Started with New Hampshire. I wasn't supposed to win New Hampshire. Ted Cruz, can you believe it? He wasn't born in our country, folks. He was born in Canada. He's weak on immigration. He's in favor of amnesty. He shouldn't even be in the same category with the people that we're talking about. But Ted Cruz was supposed to win, but definitely was going to win in South Carolina. So I go to New Hampshire. We win in a massive landslide. We go to South Carolina where you have the evangelicals. Now, 68%. But you know, Lyin' Ted, we call him Lyin' Ted. Lyin' Ted. So Lyin' Ted comes up with the Bible high, and he's going with the Bible, and he puts it down, and he starts lying. And you know what? The evangelicals don't like liars. So we go into South Carolina. That was his stronghold. That was going to be an easy victory. And Trump wins it in a landslide, right? In a landslide. And then one after another, we go in, we win Nevada, landslide. We win the SEC. We did so great. And then we had a great day on Tuesday. You know that we won 5. And then I hear Cruz the other day, and he's going, I'm the only one that can stop Trump. I'm the only one. You ever hear this guy? I'm the only one. I beat him 5 times. And I said, well, wait a minute. I beat him 20 times. What's going on? Lyin' Ted. He's Lyin' Ted. And, you know, I'll tell you, Kasich is a nice guy, but honestly, very weak on illegal immigration. That's the end of him, certainly as far as Phoenix is concerned. And as far as Arizona is concerned, Kasich is very, very weak, as you know. And, you know, there's another thing that I don't like. He approved NAFTA. When you approve NAFTA, a lot of your businesses that left, and he's in favor of TPP, and so, by the way, is Ted Cruz. TPP is a disaster. It's got Trans-Pacific Partnership. It's a disaster. It's going to take your businesses away. It's going to decimate the automobile industry. You don't want it. You don't need it. We will make great deals. Once I get into office, we will make great deals, but not with massive amounts of countries. You do them one at a time, folks. One at a time. One at a time. One at a time. And if they misbehave and if they don't treat us properly, we terminate and we put them in the shed. And then maybe they come back. So crazy. You know, I built a great company, a massive company, a fantastic company, and I did my filings, and they were so unhappy when they saw it. They thought, maybe it's not so good. It's a phenomenal company, some of the great assets of the world, Very little debt, very, very tremendous cash flow, all of these things. And I say it not at a bragging, I say it, you know what, folks? Bottom line, this is the kind of mentality we need in this country, at least for a while. At least for a while. We have $19 trillion in debt. 19 trillion. Who knows even what a trillion is? You know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, you never even heard the term. We have $19 trillion in debt, going to 21. They just approved a budget, which is a disaster, the omnibus. They call it the omnibus budget, right? It is a total disaster. It funds Obamacare. It funds Syrians coming into the United States. We have no idea who they are. It funds illegal immigrants coming in and through your border, right through Phoenix and it comes right through Arizona. All of these things are funded with the budget that they approved. And I think it took them like 12 minutes to approve the budget. Not going to happen anymore, folks. Not going to happen anymore. So here's the story. Bottom line. The bottom line. It is, first of all, it's great to be with you. This is incredible. We expected, and this was just set up recently, and we had, by the way, last night, I don't know if you saw, we had an unbelievable evening in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I hope they go with us. I hope they go with us. I said, we have to stop there. We stopped, and we had an amazing evening there. But let me just tell you, and the way I finish is very simple. Our country is not winning anymore. Our trade is a disaster. China it's one of the great robberies in the history of the world, what China has done to our country. China has been rebuilt because of the money and the jobs we've lost and the money that we've given them. We have rebuilt China. And they know it. I have many friends from China. I don't have any objection to China. I think it's wonderful. I'm angry at our people, not their people.